We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy.
Oh
yeah! Did you sequence that camo gown? Right?
Sequence that camo.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how adult we are. That we were talking about taxes right before we started.
I'm bitter about it. I'm bitter about everything right now. We had a conversation last night, me and Nick, about home buying, because I was like, this is just outrageous. Like, the closing costs. Why are these fees so high? How are people ever going to do it? I'm a single person. Not a single person, but, like, I'm a single payer. Like, how do people do this? The system? And then we had tax conversations. I was like, I'm done. I'm moving to Mexico. I watched a video of someone that retired in Mexico. It's my dream.
Is it really?
Maybe.
In Mexico? Where in Mexico, though?
Anywhere. Like Mazatlan. Or, like, somewhere else.
And
location.
Yeah.
Well, so like they have like
Tulum.
What? God bless you. Isn't that in Colorado?
No, Tulum is in Mexico.
What's the one with the T in Colorado?
Telluride?
Telluride?
Yeah. It's also a car.
Yeah, almost the same.
Tulum, Telluride, Tomato, Telluride. You know.
Topeka, Kansas.
Oh. Yeah.
Toledo, Ohio.
Oh God, there's a lot of T's. All tea, no shade. But no, Mexico has like these cute little like homes, and like they're affordable, and like you don't have to have a lot of money. And I was like, I could do that.
Yeah, you think so, huh?
Yeah, I was talking about it with my coworkers. I'm like, maybe I'll move to Mexico. I don't need to be at work physically.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah, we're all telecommuting now.
So there you go.
I'll also be like from a different
How's
country.
the Wi-Fi down in Mexico, though?
How's the what?
How's the Wi-Fi down in Mexico?
I have 5G.
Okay,
Does your
so,
company
like-
stipulate if you have to be in the States or not?
Wait. Just because you have 5G doesn't mean Mexico has 5G.
Oh crap! Very, very good. I'm gonna get a mobile hotspot. Get my.
Okay.
That was a very. You know what? Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. So I guess we'll get started. Hi, I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we're these unprecedented gays.
Oh man.
So before we get started with like how your week was, I do want to go over like the many people that we've lost, all the celebrities we've lost so
I
far
was
this
like, you
year.
just got serious. Okay.
No, yeah. I mean, like we've lost a lot in like the last 30 days.
Should we put the music on
my
for
God,
like the
like an
Oscars
in memoriam?
Rememberable?
In memoriam.
Thank you.
Yeah. So like so far this year, and I'm going with like
It's
big
been a month.
celebrities.
It's been 22 days in this year.
Yes. Well, like Betty White, of course, but that was like the last day of last year.
We'll count it,
We'll count it
yeah.
because it's like the last 30 days. Bob Saget.
Yeah.
What'd you call him?
Mm-hmm.
Sidney Poitier.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh.
Who's that?
He's an actor.
Oh, they have a
Very
picture of
famous
him.
actor.
What's he
Sir with
in?
Love.
To Sir with Love. And some more stuff. And
Do you think they had 5G at his house?
he didn't live in Mexico.
Maybe he had a home.
Andre Leon Talley.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, really?
Oh yeah, Bob. You said Bob Saget.
Meatloaf.
I know.
But also, he was an anti-vaxxer.
Did he die of COVID?
That's what they say.
Maybe he wouldn't do that.
He would do a lot.
But he
We
won't do that. I was telling Nick, I was like, my favorite thing to put on meatloaf is ranch.
Is it really?
Yeah. Like ranch with meatloaf.
Ew.
Not like the singer.
Ranch with
I mean, maybe, look, if you're into licking ranch off of people, good for you.
I mean, but like...
I love
meatloaf,
ranch.
though? Really?
Yeah. Ranch, ketchup. Mm-hmm.
Ranch and ketchup together?
Maybe, yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I love a good condiment slurry.
It's like when you go to 7-Eleven and you like get a big cup and you just put every single drink in
Yes.
it.
Or when you get the Slurpee and you put all the flavors in.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's a Utah thing. They call it fry sauce.
Oh.
Oh.
God.
Okay.
Well, we don't want to know that.
And then the last one, just because it was yesterday, or like on the 21st of January, it was Louis Anderson.
Yeah, he was like 60-something. No?
No, I think it was like 70-something.
Oh, 68. He
Oh,
was
68?
young.
Oh my gosh.
All these people need to stop dying so young because I'm like, when's my expiration date? Am I past due?
Did somebody check your foot, the bottom of your foot or something?
I hope I'm like a bag of beans because I'm non-perishable. Right? Wait. Do those last forever? No? Rice?
Rice doesn't last forever, no.
Yes, it does. It's dried. No?
Not if
Yeah?
you like, no, because if it gets, the minute it gets wet, even like...
Okay, I'm rice in a vacuum-sealed container.
Okay.
I'm gonna last forever. Or I'm a can of anchovies because that's just forever.
Maybe
Or
you're
a
like
Twinkie.
maybe you're like a bottle of ranch in the back of your refrigerator that's like like a quarter full, and nobody wants to throw it away just yet, but they also don't want to use the last of it.
Oh no, I use
Lasts for 2 years.
And then you
Yeah.
go to Smart and Final. Rice only lasts for 2 years.
Dry rice.
I am
See?
not rice.
But like I just did like a cleaning of the refrigerator, and I'm like, oh, I threw away some like food from the freezer because it was like just been sitting there, and some of like those frozen meatballs you get already made, and I'm like, oh gosh, this has an expiration date of 2020.
So they were frozen. You're fine.
Ew! That's
It's-
what Andy said, and I'm like, no, I'm not taking
It's
that chance.
freeze by. It's freeze by.
No, it's Best Buy.
I like Best Buy. It's a good electronics store. I thought it's freeze by or use by.
No, it's
Oh.
Best Buy.
Well, if you freeze by, is it still the valid point of the Best Buy?
If it says freeze by, then you're good. If it says use by or Best Buy, it's probably not good.
Yeah, I had that stuffing from Lazy Acres that was a year old, and I was like, it's fine, I'll eat it. It's fine, I'll eat it. It was
Okay.
great. It was frozen. It's good. We're good.
So, but I'm also like, okay, one more thing before we get into like,
Yes, all of it.
how
Everything.
the week was going.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the truck that crashed in Minnesota?
No.
It was on a freeway, and it's like negative 14 degrees in Albertville, Minnesota the other day, and it crashed, and it's a potato truck. Potatoes fell on the freeway and instantly froze to the roadway.
How long do you think they would last in the freezer, though?
Oh!
Was it Best Buy or Freeze Buy? They're probably like, well, we can't use this potato. Did they at least get mashed potatoes at least, or no?
No, so they had to get like special equipment to get it off of the roadway.
Oh, God, imagine that. Like, oh, I'm just... honey, I'll be back. I gotta go get the potatoes off the road.
Not like salting the roadway, you know? Oh, maybe it was salted
Maybe
already.
they were,
and then
yeah.
Just bake them.
Yeah.
Well, we need the sun, and that
Yeah.
seems like a lot of work.
That seems like a lot of work.
That's a lot of potatoes.
And it's a lot of potatoes. And the supply chain problems we're having,
Oh my
really,
God.
can we really...
We can't afford
We
that.
can't afford to lose potatoes.
No. Were they russet, sweet, gold,
I don't
other,
know.
purple?
No, I think they were just regular.
The
Idaho.
brown ones? Uh-oh, the Idaho potato.
Yeah, Idaho russets.
No, Idaho.
So how was your week, Joe?
My week was boring, other than the fact that I learned a lot about taxes and home stuff, and it made me really sad. That was it. I'm still really bitter about it.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Screw taxes. Because I'm I need to be able to lower my taxable income. I don't want to pay the man. I want to pay the man. They already taxed me. I don't want to pay you more. I don't want to owe you nothing. Single zero, bitch. You take it, and now you want more?
It's an abusive relationship.
It really is.
It really
and I
is.
can't get out of it.
Exactly. We're all stuck.
Yeah, unless I move to Mexico.
Oh, Jesus.
So that was my week. Nothing to phone home about.
Yeah, same.
And you? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been really boring lately.
I know.
There was
It's
a car stuck in the
sad.
median.
What?
The car stuck in the median.
Oh, yesterday. Thanks. So yesterday we went to Gelati and Piccati, confirmed it's still open. We're good.
There was a fire.
And if you're anywhere in San Diego from Hillcrest to North Park, they're doing this road beautification expansion project where they're putting in medians so that way it's safer and all these things. So by the Target, there's a median. So there's basically before they had the median, you could turn left onto University or right, and they still have a light there. And so we were at the pizza place, and there was someone that turned left, not knowing there was a median there, and got stuck on the median.
Oh, gosh.
And I was like, they can sue the city because the light turned green. And the city did not disable the lights because I'm like, these lights aren't necessary.
Right.
Why do you have a light you don't need a light because you can't turn left. You can only turn right.
But also, playing devil's advocate here, that median didn't start there at the turn lane.
No, so basically it was like the median's here. You would have normally been able to turn left, but there was a median.
But what I'm saying is,
there is a dip in the
okay, but like you still saw the median.
It was dark.
Oh, it was at night, yeah. And there's not a lot of street lights. I hope he sues the shit out of San
Devil's
Diego.
advocate is right, like, but I do want to follow this to see if like they actually.
Well, I'll tell you this though. One morning I was driving to work down University towards Texas, and right in front of Louisiana Purchase, they had that. I saw somebody who drove up onto that medium and then got stuck because they obviously didn't see it or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get out of it.
Was it during daylight though?
It was during the daylight.
Oh my god! Yeah,
so
this
I'm
was
like,
during nighttime.
you're an idiot.
Well, and it made me think. I was like, do you have like? Because I mean, again, like if there's, I think, definite arguments on both sides, but it's like if a light is green and you're looking at the light and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go. Like, what is the?
Was it a green turn signal though?
No, because it was never a green turn signal because it was a protected light or like an unprotected light.
So it's a very interesting.
We're gonna follow this.
Yeah. So see what happens.
Well, because I'm like, they need to disable the lights because the traffic flow is crap right now. Because why do you got a light when no one can make any directional changes?
Yeah,
like
true.
disable the lights. Like, how hard is it to disable? I don't know how.
Is there a way
hard
to
it is
like
to
follow
disable
cases like that? Can you like search for like cases happening? In
Probably like on the docket or something.
Yeah.
Well, listen to me. It sounds so lawyerish.
I represent.
docket.
I'll represent them in court. We the people.
Okay.
Versus San Diego City,
Okay.
North Park. I was just like,
class action.
yeah,
Anything you do is class.
yeah. Ooh, I object. I don't object.
Your Honor, all my actions are class.
Do you think they have 5G there? So your week was boring.
Yeah, very
Okay.
boring. So we can move on to our next segment.
Yes.
The one we love.
Yes.
It's what's giving us life. It's time for mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. All right, so what's giving you life?
Oh my god, I didn't think of one. Can you start? No, you start. I was like,
Okay,
you go first. Yeah. Okay.
So, what's giving me life is two TV shows right now.
Oh god. Okay.
So one is called Harlem, and it's on Amazon Prime, and it's about 4 women. It's like a African American Sex in the City in a way, and I love it. It's hilarious. Because one of them's a lesbian, a true out and proud, almost bull kind of still femme kind of thing. So I really love it. It's kind of funny. They're still trying to find their footing, but it is a good show. And then the other one is Centaur World on Netflix. And it's an animated show, and it's kind of like a musical. And
this is just getting weirder.
It's actually really cool, and it does have a lot of people in it that are.
Oh my god, it has
from
Miranda
Broadway.
Sings.
Yeah,
Colleen Banger.
and Leah
Leah
Salonga,
Salonga.
Jesse Mueller's in it. Like a lot of people from Broadway are in
Yeah.
this because it's a musical, and actually the music is not bad. I actually kind of like it. So.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And the animation's a little wacky too.
Oh my.
And it
Yeah.
looks like the RuPaul animation.
Right, it's almost like that, yeah, like drag babies. And and I'm really into like old school hip hop right now. But like for me, old school hip hop is totally different than what other people think it is, because some people would think it's like not like Tupac or Biggie or Nas or something. I'm talking like old school, like Sugar Hill Gang, Ultramagnetic MCs, Eric B. and Rakim, that kind of stuff. I know you're giving me that look like, okay, yeah, oh.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm into right now. That's what's giving me life.
I remember now. Okay. So for me, it is the Reese's Hearts because it's almost
it's not even
Valentine's Day.
February.
I know, but it's fine because Walgreens has them and you got to buy them.
Okay.
So the Reese's Hearts, because like regular Reese's peanut butter cups are like for some reason just not as good as like the select shapes. Because
Yeah.
like Reese's eggs are number one. Reese's eggs are number one, and then you have I think there's like Reese's Christmas trees too,
Okay.
and then Reese's Hearts. So like I am really excited to be obsessed with those. Oh my god! And then all the like nasty ass like cheap Valentine's Day candy that they have at the drugstore. Oh. That's gray. It's so good. So good. Don't give me no C's. Give me some Russell Stover, bitch. I want... Right? I don't care about that. I want it to have like a nice like film on it.
Yeah, you want it to be white when you open it?
Yes! Oh, it dried out. Yes! Oh.
Okay, I will say this. I do love it when like you get like the... I forget, is it Brock's or somebody that does the cherry-filled chocolate?
I know
you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm like, I love those because I think they're so good. Yes. So it's by Celia's. Mm-hmm. And Brock's does do it. Okay, Brock's does do it.
They have those.
I think those are delicious.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for like Valentine's Day candy because I'm gonna buy some. Like,
okay. But
I never get it until Valentine's Day because then it's on super sale. Why pay full price when you can get 4 for 1?
Oh, well, yeah, you're right.
I mean, there you go.
There you go.
I mean, instead of paying $1 for a Reese's Heart, I could pay 25 cents and have 4 Reese's Hearts. More hearts to break.
Oh, God. Okay.
Or eat. I'm going to eat your heart. Eat your heart out, San Diego. Who's going to have a lawsuit against him because of the median accident and 5G. Did you hear about the 5G? I think you told me about the 5G. No?
With me.
Oh, Nick was talking about like the 5G at the airports or something.
Oh, yes. So they were supposed to set this up to do C-band 5G.
Ooh, that's C-band and C-band.
They decided because a lot of the airline presidents and CEOs all signed a like something to keep the Verizon and them from putting it out there. So they are still putting it out, but they're going to roll it out later. Around airports and airport towers.
Okay.
So, because this was brought up about our trip to Hawaii, that people were like, is this going to affect us going out there?
Oh, okay.
Because they've already had to, like, some international flights from outside the country coming into the U.S. have decided to cancel some of it on the day that it was supposed to launch because they were afraid for their equipment. Because it's C-band 5G apparently runs along the same network as like some of the air traffic, like
the air traffic controller stuff, like to help you land safely.
Right. So they decided not to launch it, but it's very like if you read the articles out there and like how the how Verizon and stuff worded their like we're gonna wait even though they had 2 years to figure this out.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love
it was like, it's very shady. Like, Verizon, that were shady.
But, I mean, good for them.
Yeah, they were like, the FFA had all this time to figure this out, and they still didn't. So, we'll extend it, but yeah, it's crazy.
Leave it to the government to be quick with their work.
If you're lucky, you can go find a 5G QAnon rabbit hole to get into as well.
Oh, yeah.
Been there, done that.
You know, there's a lot of... I'm going to bring a conspiracy on what we're going to talk about for this week, too. Because we're going to talk about Drag Race.
Or Drag Race, as they say in Canada.
I know, because it's been a couple of months since we had a Drag Race episode. You know,
it's been a long time.
With a couple of months, yeah, like 3 or 4 months.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is a long time.
That's a quarter of a year.
And a lot of stuff has happened in that time frame.
I know, in 4 months, we've had 48 seasons.
Okay, so that
seriously though.
Okay, so since January 2021, there have been 12 iterations of Drag Race.
No,
we've had Down Under,
okay,
Canada season 2, Drag Race UK versus the World, which is coming out in February 1st. Italia, Holland season 2.
Oh my God.
España.
Oh my God.
UK season 3.
Oh my God.
US season 13 and season 14 is going on right now.
And All Stars.
Plus they're Untucked. Plus All Star season 6.
And All Star season 5 was last year.
Oh God.
Wasn't it?
No, it was the end of 2020. So it actually started at the end of 2020. So
we didn't have an All Stars last year?
I think it kind of went into the beginning of it, but I'm only counting stuff that actually started in the year of 2021. And that doesn't count Queen of the Universe either.
Are you watching that?
No.
Okay. You don't want to watch it.
I don't want. We watched like the first 20 minutes of the first episode, and we're like, yeah, this is not for us.
I watched. Yeah, I fast forwarded. I was like, this is terrible.
Yes, it was it was not good. So now coming up in 2022.
Oh God.
We already have season 14 right now.
Yeah.
So and then we still have France, Canada season 3.
Okay.
The Philippines. España season 2.
Oh my God.
Season 3 of Thailand is supposed to come out.
In UK.
And UK season 4.
And Down Under season 2, I think, or season 3.
Yeah, so they haven't actually have it's still to be determined on what the date is. So I don't know if it's going to be this year or not.
I hope to God they fix the Down Under. It needs some work.
Yeah, well, they all do. And let me tell you, Italia was very interesting.
Did you watch it?
We did try to watch some of it, but because it's like, the thing with the international ones is it doesn't really work outside of its home country. Because you don't understand the humor
or the references. Like it's like with UK, I'm still like, who are these people? When they do Snatch Game,
right?
And same thing, they're like, I have no idea.
But like even so, like you may have heard of somebody like Margaret Thatcher, some of those other people. But like with Italia, they had a night, and I was like, I don't know who they're supposed to be celebrating.
A night?
Like a night of, like they have a night of Madonna's or a night of Gaga. They had a night of somebody, and I was just like, yes, come on, Vatican realness.
I bet I can't believe it.
So somebody walks out with a little boy.
Oh boy.
Now I bet I can't believe that. Oh my God.
But like also with Italia, I felt like the men were very manly looking in the shape of their faces, and they had very like square jaws, very like, stereotypical Italian features.
Yeah.
And a lot of them didn't do enough to soften that.
Wow, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
my.
so it was like...
Oh, God. There was only 8?
Yeah, there were only 8 or so, and then...
LaQuisha La Bamba?
Their names were, like, weird. And Ava Hangar, or something like that. God. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Farid Kant. Oh, man.
Yeah, so it wasn't cute.
Electra Bionic. Who won?
I think it was Electra Bionic.
Oh, well, yeah, because she looks the most, like, put together.
Right.
Oh, I love these people's names. Mattia Di Renzo, Riccardo Occhipulco.
But yeah, like, if you look at them, the really good thing about...
Rico Bonno.
The good thing about Italia was the pit crew.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had, like, the best looking pit crew.
Ooh.
Because they were very manly.
Yeah.
And it was like, cherry chest, square jaws, that kind of thing. And I was just like, okay, hello.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were cute.
Oh, my.
And that wasn't even all of them. I was like, okay, y'all, let's get into it.
There's some thirsty stuff on that pictures.
But, okay, so we know that season 14 is out right now.
Yes.
We just watched the 3rd episode, which is all... We thought 12 were going to be in there.
So, okay, yes.
And like, how did you feel about the twist?
Well, after last year's 14 episodes to get to the first queen eliminated, I was like, this is a nice breath of fresh air because we already lost 2. And then it's like, oh. Okay,
so for those of you who don't know, spoiler alert, the first 2 episodes were... The 2-part season premiere, and in each episode they got rid of a queen.
Yes.
So they started with 14, 7 on each episode, and then they got rid of one queen at the end of the episode. And then on the 3rd episode, you had all 12 queens, and then they brought back the 2 eliminated queens.
Yeah, but whatever. The twist with the candy bars.
I'm like, what is this Willy Wonka bullshit?
It's a way for RuPaul to promote his free chocolate.
I said the exact same thing. I was like, this bitch had to remind people that he had chocolate.
So the chocolate, so Val got me 2 chocolate bars. One of them was like peanut butter, and then like the other one was like cinnamon or whatever. The peanut butter one was pretty good, but like the other one was not good.
I went to the pop-up in LA when it happened years ago.
Okay. Oh, it's been that long?
It's been that long since he launched the candy. It's been a couple of years.
So he's clearly needing to get some money for his
he needs to like get that RuPaul chocolate out as best he can. But I went to the pop-up in LA, and it was cute, but it could have been better. Mm-hmm. Like, I would have liked it more to be kind of like they tried to make it into somewhat of a RuPaul museum / pop-up shop for his candy. I just wish they'd went further with it. Like with some more...
I feel like I remember seeing something.
Yeah, it was right off of Hollywood Boulevard next to the Chinese Theater and stuff.
Okay.
In a shopping center. So it was like... It was cute. It could have been better.
How much is it per bar? It's $10 a bar?
Mm-hmm. Girl,
Are you kidding me?
No.
Okay.
Girl is trying to make her money, okay?
Yeah.
But you know the one that she has... Oh, yeah, it's still $10 for the chocolate one. I'm just like...
No.
Yeah, okay.
Plus shipping and handling and supply chain issues? No.
It's free shipping over $100.
Oh, okay. Let me get 10 chocolate bars.
Yeah, but you buy that $99.99 one, the 10-pack, and you know they're like, you got to spend another $1 to get free shipping.
You need 11.
And it's the free shipping's before tax.
I hate that. I hate that so much. Have you ever done that? And you like add in your cart and you're like, ooh, and it's like,
And somebody was like, they told me I was going to get free shipping. I'm like, how much are you supposed to spend? $50. Okay, but you only have $46 in your cart. But after taxes, $53. No.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, boo.
Stupid bitch.
Right. So, now that we've met all the queens and they're all together, who are some of your favorites?
I can tell you who I don't like.
Okay, tell me who you don't like.
Alyssa Hunter.
Why?
She just annoys me. Like, you have her makeup, I don't like it.
But she's pageant.
That's great. Maybe she should sashay to a pageant and, like, do her pageant queen thing.
Her makeup is a little white.
It's a lot of white.
Yeah.
I was like, are you going for Ghost? Because it spooked me.
Spooky.
It was spooky dooky. I love cornbread.
I love cornbread. Okay. I will say this about cornbread.
And that's it.
She is, I think, what Silky Nutmeg Ganache thought she was in her head.
Yeah.
But wasn't coming across as.
Well, in cornbread, like, in this episode, I was like, she is so caring. She is so, like, regal.
Oh, that whole thing with Willow.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cute. And I was like,
yeah.
But I didn't like how they kept cutting to Alyssa Hunter. Like, try to make it dramatic. Like, oh, is Alyssa Hunter going to say something? Like, is she going to be a shady bitch or something?
Well, that's my thing. I was just like, okay, let's go away. Like, cool. Like, you turned me off after the rock show that you lip synced to and you said you were going to make a guitar thing. And then now...
Yeah, and I'm like, did you just have, like, a cardboard cutout of him?
I was like, I wasn't impressed. And then also the looks, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, man.
Oh, and speaking of... Okay, so we'll get back to the queens that we like. But since you brought it up...
I don't like her. To be very clear.
But, like... So, there was this whole thing online about, like, how the queens, how expensive it is to compete on Drag Race.
And Gottmik spent, like, almost, I think, 6 figures.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, on the hopes that you will...
But I'm sorry, where are you getting that money? You don't need the 100,000. If you have that much money to spend on drag, you don't need to be on Drag Race. You clearly have enough money.
But see, that's the kind of, like, thinking, like, with people on Survivor, too. Like, whenever celebrities or people who come from money, they automatically think that they shouldn't win because they have money, so they don't need it. Mm-hmm. But, with that being said, like, is that a valid, concern? Like, because you are going to be on TV.
You guys are both celebrities.
I mean, I don't spend a lot of money on my drag.
I have no money. Clearly, I have to worry about taxes and pay the man. So all the money that I do have is going back into the system.
But, like, again, is it a valid concern? Because, like, you were trying to show off who you are as best as you possibly can. Because you do get all these opportunities after being on Drag Race.
Yeah.
Now, with everything that's happening, there aren't as many opportunities for drag queens, like, because, like, some shows aren't, people aren't just not comfortable enough to go out yet. There aren't the tours like they do for the Drag Race like they did before.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but there's people who have made a career out of this. Like, Simone has taken it and done so much with her win. Yeah. Whereas Jada Essence Hall, I feel like she didn't do as much.
Well, then you have, like, Trixie, who clearly is profiting on all those things.
Yeah. Right.
But my thing, so I take issue with, like, you need to have money to compete because then it, like, it's a disadvantage to people who don't have money. Like, look at Chi Chi DeVayne. She was, like, a crafty queen, and that was back in the day when it was, like, you can come in with your trash bag and, like, still compete. That look. But, like, that's not a thing anymore. Right. Everyone has, like, all of this stuff, and it's like, is that a representation of, like...
But then also, is it because of the audience, because we expect them to come in with these looks and look polished and give us that fantasy that we expect?
I want to see someone who is like rags to riches story. That's what I want because that's the real life drag queen.
I mean, I feel like maybe like Heidi in Closet was kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah, but like anyone in this season, I don't think anyone in this season like.
I mean, well, you saw Willow's. Okay, Willow's entry look.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, you basic ass from Forever 21 kind of bullshit.
She was at #1 on 5th this weekend.
Was she?
Yeah, apparently.
Willow Pill?
Willow Pill, yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, we're gonna get to this. Okay, I keep jumping around, and I don't want to jump around because things remind me of things, and I'm like, I gotta talk about that, but I'm
We're pinning it and unpinning
it. But like, come on, girl. I mean, it was cute because it did reference Legally Blonde.
Was it cute?
And then she did spell angel wrong because people tend to do that on social media. So it was like this. It was a representation of her issues with social media and people.
That's a story. What I'm wearing is an artistic representation that is conveyed, and your assumption. Blah, blah, blah.
But like out of drag, I'm like, you were like 8.
Yeah, like a little creepy.
I was just like, okay. And then like, what is? I can't remember what she said. Her
She's 27.
like she has like what is the issue?
Something.
Okay.
There's a thing that she got. She got a thing, and it's an issue, and she got it.
So now, but like some of these other queens, I'm like, okay, and then okay.
Give it to me.
Like
What's going on?
Deja Sky, she says she's a seamstress, but she came in, her entry look was that whack ass like purple polka dot thing that was like a piece of fabric and all this other bullshit, and I'm like, really? Like, you say you're a seamstress, you probably made this, and that's what you wanted to come in as?
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't even the right skin tone either for her.
Oh yeah,
Like, it was
not
that
good.
white.
Yeah.
Nude illusion, and I'm like, that's not your skin tone. Like, it would have been better if it was.
Yeah.
You know,
It was not nude. I see you clothed, girl.
Okay, and can I just say,
Yes, you can.
I'm like, this last episode, the 3rd episode of the season, like, what the was RuPaul on? And I don't think it was a coffee enema.
I loved it because that's what I'm like with a lot of caffeine. Ask
But,
Nate.
like, did he have to say everything 3 times or 4 times to make sure you all got the joke?
There was-
Because that's like you, Joe.
Oh, is that BJE? Big Joe Energy?
No, Big Joe Energy.
Oh, that's not even it?
No, Big Joe Energy was cornbread in a confessional. She's like, I hit the hammer on the nail.
Yes! Yes! I told Nick, I was like, that's me, it's me! And she's like, what is it? I don't know.
The nail on the pin.
But with RuPaul, like, I remember there was another episode where she was like on another level, and I was like, this is so good. I love
Like,
it.
when she tries to do this whole, like, street kind of urban feel to herself.
It's weird, but I'm for it. It's fine.
When she was just going, you want to reinvent the wheel? You want to reinvent the wheel? You want to reinvent the wheel? Like,
yeah.
calm down.
Yeah.
Like, you are not these unprecedented gays. You do not need to be so loud.
That's true.
Or when she's like, whoa, Phil.
Yeah, no.
Whoa, Phil.
She didn't say it this time, did she?
No.
Good.
She's like,
But she said
some people don't
something
like. Yeah, she was like, some people can't take a big pill, so they have to have a will pill. I'm like, do we really need to try?
Michelle
Here we
Visage
go
is
again.
like caffeine. Like, she's kind of like, I'm over it too. Caffeine.
Yeah, I mean, Michelle was like, this bitch over here.
And caffeine is French for cocaine.
Right, exactly. They spell cocaine wrong.
That's the white powder they put in is the creamer. It's the sugar.
Sweet and low.
So I will say this, like, did you see Jasmine Kennedy's face when she was safe? Because like when they were calling all the names first to have them step forward, and
I
she
think I
was
fast
like,
forwarded and like it was right as they walked to the stage.
because she got called up and she thought, we're this is going to be the tops and the bottoms, and she thought she was going to be a top. I don't know why she ever thought she was going to be a top, but then he goes, "You all are safe," and you just see her face crack. And it's like, that was hilarious.
I don't think I like her either.
I don't think I like her either.
I think she's cute.
Her
Like-
and you think Nick thinks she's cute out of drag, like, and her boy.
Not at all. 0% cuteness.
Really?
Nope. I think the only one that like is somewhat, I would say maybe Bosco is like somewhat
Diabetic.
decent. Diabetic, maybe. I don't like any of them out of drag.
Definitely not Maddie Morphosis.
No.
Okay, can we just talk? Okay, so I know we talked about this last when we were talking the other day about how she came out in flats, ballerina shoe flats at that. Okay. And I did not like the drag, and I guess I would like it better if I hadn't seen Adriana do it on Canada season 2 much better.
Yeah.
You know, where she had her head on the plate and did the whole Marie Antoinette. And I thought that was so gorgeous how she did that.
Yeah.
And then Maddie comes out, and I'm like, did you get that, like, dress from Goodwill or something? And then you're going to come out in flats? And I'm like, no thought whatsoever.
Well, this week, too, I was just like, oh. She was, like, trying to twerk. I'm like, oh, no.
The mini twerk? I was oh, sweetie.
But also, like, you don't know how to walk in heels? Like, what are you doing?
Her walk. I was like, Kim Chi's walk is better than that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was not a fan of any of her looks this week either. I'm like, she's very buttoned up and covers a lot, and I don't know if she cinches very well either.
Well, and I mean, the thing that she made was, like, decent. Like, the dress that she made, but I was like, that wasn't that great.
And some of their shit was not bridal. Okay. And George's.
Don't give me
George's. With her, like, resort wear. And I'm like, bitch, you look like you're going to a salsa convention.
I was like,
sponsored by Old El Paso.
Or Pace Picante. Ooh, Pace salsa is really good. Ooh, I'm gonna get some salsa after this. Ooh,
oh, okay.
It's good. Or like maybe pico.
Same question. If you close your eyes when Lady Camden talks, is it Tan France from Queer Eye?
Oh my god, now I'm going to think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just
Pretty
tell you?
chets.
You know that picture I sent of you with the filter of me looking fabulous?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said that to my sister, and she's like, you look like me without any hair. And I'm like, you fucking bitch. Now I can't not see that.
But that's a compliment to her.
Right?
It's like, oh, you're welcome.
And then when June Jambalaya came around the corner in her second outfit, the LeMay one that she couldn't walk in.
I thought she was going to trip.
But
I thought she was going to trip.
I thought she looked like Julie Caliente.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And
I was like, can't you move the fabric?
She wasn't picking it up, so by the time she started walking, it was underneath her foot.
Yeah.
And she couldn't move it because you saw her try to do it, but it pulled on the one side that she was stepping on. So she put her hand over here to kind of pull it up. So,
like, I'm sorry. Maybe you should have, like, lifted it up a little bit and, like, made sure you could walk.
And who the fuck is Christine Chu? I know Bling Empire is on Netflix.
Oh, I was like, who is that? I have no idea.
Okay, but, like, after having Lizzo on the first episode.
And then Alicia Keys.
Yeah. And then Christine Chu.
All I know is Christine Chu has some bomb-ass skin. I was like,
she was cute. I was like, okay.
And a little poofy thing. I was like,
you little porcelain skin.
Yeah, I wanted it. I'm gonna rip it off her.
Plastic
and where?
Well, she's a plastic surgeon.
No, she's not.
She what?
Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery.
What? Oh, okay. Because she's part of Bling Empire.
What's Bling
This
Empire?
whole like Asian, like reality show on Netflix.
So she founded Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery.
Oh, good for her.
All right.
All right.
So
That must be where Rue gets it.
Maybe.
But like, I really loved Alicia Keys.
Yeah,
I thought she was so great, and she gave really great critiques.
Yeah,
I felt like she really wanted to inspire and uplift the queens. Whereas Lizzo, I was not so much of a fan of this time around because I felt like she was trying too hard.
Yeah.
To
then Christine,
be big personality.
Christine was just like, "Oh yeah, that was great,"
but I did not like the song choices for the first two.
For Alicia.
For Alicia, Falling.
Like,
for
what was the first one?
The first one was a new song or one that really wasn't released as a single by Lizzo. I don't know if it's a new song or one that just wasn't already. And then they did Falling from Alicia Keys, which I'm like,
not a great
song. I'm like, I would have liked Teenage Love Affair because that has more of an uppy beat kind of,
or something you could actually sing to,
right?
Like.
She kept popping up in the mirror, though.
I love that. I'm like, whenever she popped up in the mirror, I'm like, this bitch, hey.
Look over there. It's like, okay.
Like she's Alyssa Edwards or something.
Jasmine Kennedy is like Alyssa Edwards-esque.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I was like, Diet Betty, she was like, I don't want to look like Crystal Method. And I'm like, then you need to stop doing your makeup like Crystal Method.
Yeah, 100%.
Because she does this whole like lip thing that Crystal Method was known for.
Yeah, and the eyes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, we get it, family resemblance, but, like, make your own brand, girl.
All right. So when this episode comes out and streaming, when you're listening to this, Drag Race UK versus the World first episode will be
I
out.
have thoughts about this. So
Okay,
yeah.
so let's get into it. Okay. So
do we need to dive? That was my dive sound.
we'll give it a second. Here, let's give it a second, and then Andy can add a splash for a dive. That's a sound effect. Hold on, wait a second. Okay, there it is.
He's gonna edit in like a. Like, remember, like when you did the like. That's the splash. It's not gonna be like a whoosh.
No, he's gonna get the sound the water cooler makes when you fill up your thing. And go.
Or like when you fart underwater.
Toilet flushing.
Great.
But like, okay, so let's get into it. Now I can tell you my conspiracy theory that I found on the internet.
Oh, I love it.
God.
So the conspiracy theory is, and I've added to this because it's.
Wait, what do you mean you've added to it?
I've added to it because it's like.
Did you post on something?
No.
On Reddit.
Did you add a Reddit or whatever? Did you Reddit it?
Subreddit.
Oh God.
So it's Drag Race UK versus the world.
Yeah.
So the 3 contestants from the UK are Bag of Chips, Blue Hydrangea, and Cheryl Hole.
Okay.
If you take the first initial of their first names, it's BBC, which is what they're on.
Oh.
And there's 3 of them, and the show is on the BBC 3.
This is a stretch.
Boom.
Oh my God. And
That's the part I added, the 3 part. So, because it's like, why didn't they bring in Davina DeCampo?
well, and if you take Pangina and any either whoever Janie, Jackie, Jimbo, or Jujubee, it's a promotion for peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Okay, so the contestants for this there's 9 contestants. So there's Bag of Chips, Blue Hydrangea, Cheryl Hole, all from Drag Race UK. Jenny Jacquet is from Drag Race Holland.
Okay.
Jimbo and Lemon are from
UK
Drag Race
or
Canada.
Yeah.
Jujubee and Mo Hart are from US.
Yeah.
And that's Monique Hart, formerly known as.
Yeah.
So
Monique.
and she you know why she changed her name?
I like Mohart.
Because she's like.
She's evolving, and I think she's more non-binary now.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just want to put Mo Love, more heart
I know.
out
I was
there.
like, oh, you don't want less, you want Mo.
Yes, exactly. And she said this is going to be her last Drag Race competition
They all say
ever.
Wait, that's not in her contract.
I know, right? I'm like, you might say that, girl, but you better be
When
that
RuPaul
contract.
calls, you answer.
Okay, that I watched a lawyer react to the RuPaul's contract, and it is in perpetuity of like your contract is like every time you do it, it resets the clock like 5 years.
Yeah.
Every time,
and you have to.
Every time you appear for the next 5 years, they can call you in.
Yeah,
Which is why Jujubee is stuck. It's like Luke.
Or Jujubee. So I feel bad for Jujubee because it's like, okay, again, and like she's a fan favorite, but like poor girl is stuck.
Okay, so you know she's been in like 5 iterations before this. So this is like her 6th time.
It's a
on
lot.
drag RuPaul production.
Well, it was season 2.
There was 3 seasons of the regular Drag Race. So season 2's All Star season 1,
and then All Star season 3,
All Star season
or whatever.
5.
Yeah.
And then you had she was on Drag U.
Oh God. Okay.
And then
then
she was recently just on Queen of the Universe.
Yeah. So homegirl.
So this is her 6th time on anything RuPaul.
And she's only won 1 challenge.
She's only won 1 Maxi challenge across the board.
No.
Yes, and it was on All Stars 5.
So I mean, oh man.
So and then the last one, of course, is one of our favorites, Pangina Heels.
Yes.
Little fact, people know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. She's actually never been a contestant before. She's the co-host of Drag Race Thailand.
She's been a judge.
So she's been a judge. And do you think that works in her favor?
I think that it's going to be interesting because you have the queens who have competed, and then she's never competed. So it's going to be interesting to see how she competes.
I mean, as a judge, she kind of knows what they're kind of looking for and the criteria for what they're looking for.
Maybe she does.
But also, she's never stood in front of
A panel.
RuPaul.
Yeah.
She's never stood in front of Graham Norton or Spexy Alan Carr. Like that's what RuPaul says every time he introduces them.
Oh.
And then, but also, and Michelle Visage at that too.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because she's never been a contestant, so she doesn't understand the time constraints.
Yeah.
That come with those challenges.
She is so talented.
Oh, she's very talented.
I hope she wins.
So talented. If you have never seen her, go to her IG page and you will just see the variety of drag that she does.
She's a great performer. She is beautiful and also a sexy ass man.
Okay, I'm like, the first thing I said to Andy when we were watching Meet the Queens, I'm like, who guess who's going to be the train of the season? All these bitches.
Jimbo is so weird.
I know.
I actually didn't mind Lemon because I feel like she, in her season, had a very distinct idea of who she was.
She was the Jan of the season.
Yeah.
But not season. She was Jan.
But not in the annoying way.
Yes.
Right.
There's Pangea.
Yes. Yeah, Pangina's great. I love her. Ooh.
I think, she's going to be amazing, and I think it kind of works for her and against her to not be a contestant because, they're not going to know, like she said, they're not going to know what she can do, but she knows what they can do.
Well, and I think, too, it's he's sexy-ass man. She knows the, judging criteria, so, she can do that, but I think you're right, on the other side of, being in it, she's not got that experience.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Cheryl Hole, and I'm like, I didn't like her look for the promo.
Well, she was a meh.
Yeah, and it feels like makes her look very dowdy. The whole Wonder Woman, the Amazon Warrior kind of look.
All the British queens are the super camp ones,
right? And it's a lot of this this season is a lot of campy comedy queens.
Well, Bag of Chips, yeah. There's no real. I mean,
there's not
Pangina's the only pretty one, but she can do everything.
But she does comedy too.
And Monique or Mo,
Mo is the dancer. I think a lot of these people are comedy queens, dancer kind of things. There's not a lot of look queens, fashion queen, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna bounce back for a second.
Let's bounce.
If I want to just walk into the workroom and just be slap every single person who says, I don't know how to sew. It is season 14. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All of us are tired of it. You should at least know how to do a basic cross stitch and make a goddamn A-line skirt.
But also, maybe RuPaul shouldn't bring on people that can't sew. Because I guarantee you that he knows who can sew and who can't sew.
Oh, I'm sure they say it.
And he brings them on. And it's produced. He brings them on because he knows it's going to be this queen can't sew. Let's see what she can do. And then here we go. It's a storyline. Yeah, it's all produced. Nothing is real. Everything's fake.
So, and I think Janet Jacquet is going to be a dark horse because she's actually was really good on Holland season 1. So, and a lot of people I don't think know what she can do either.
And myself is included in
exactly. That. And she's actually really amazing. And also another fun fact about this entire cast of queens is nobody has been placed 5th place or lower on their season. So everybody has been up there. Jenny Jacquet, I think, was the runner-up for Holland.
Oh.
So she's actually really good.
So you have, Jujubee.
I love Jujubee. I will.
How old is Jujubee?
I am totally okay with Jujubee
in her 40s.
Being on here again because I love me some Jujubee. She is some basic ass stuff. Because let me tell you, we were watching the Meet the Queens and they had her promo looks for each 3 of the seasons that she was on for US Drag Race, and it was basically the same thing. 2 of them were literally the same thing, a little black dress.
But she's there for the confessionals. Right. She provides she carries the storyline.
And also after doing the last season of All Stars that she was on, she was one of the breakouts because they just memed her up.
Yeah.
She has a way of just creating these catchphrases and things.
Well, and that's why she's going to continue to be brought on for other things.
Right.
I'm you've been on more than Shangela.
Well, Shangela has We're Here Now, so she doesn't need to compete on this.
She got the real money. She got the big bucks.
She got that fluff and fold money, you know what I mean?
And wasn't she on A Star Is Born?
Yeah, she was in A Star Is Born along with Willem.
Yeah. So, Shangela, you're doing so fine.
Yeah, and some people, like I said, if they plan correctly, they will find ways to make their time on Drag Race work for them.
Yeah, it's branding.
Yeah.
It's
Gigi
marketing.
Good and Simone did Savage Fenty along with Shea Coulee.
Okay.
And stuff. So, I mean, and then Simone also has her stuff with Marc Jacobs and a bunch of other...
And Miss Fame was like a makeup person for like MAC or something.
And then you had other people who just found these sponsorships that they could get. But it's just, in this day and age, is that enough for some of these queens? Like, for this one with Drag Race UK versus the world, I think it's great. I wish they had more queens.
Yeah, I was hoping for more.
And I wish that I love Pangina, and I love that she's representing for that. But I wish that they had somebody else from Drag Race Thailand in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was because of they couldn't find somebody who spoke enough English to compete.
Because España,
Italia, they didn't have a lot of English speakers on those, or people who didn't speak enough English to
get by.
It was enough to get by, but not enough to help with with the show that's all English.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, but you could have gotten a translator if you wanted to. Like, you could have worked around it.
But there were some Thailand that were from Singapore where they spoke fluent English too.
Right. Exactly. So it's, I mean, I wish that they had somebody like Candy Cyanide or, you know, anybody.
Well, and is this going to rotate through like other countries and that are going to like host like the Olympics?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is like the first one, so I hope it works well and that they bring in some, because I do love that they brought Blue Hydrangea back, because she is a sassy, like she is a shady bitch. Like she's very good at reading, but her look gives her that innocent kind of feel to it. Jimbo, I'm like, all you're bringing is big breasts. You know?
You gotta put your breast fake forward.
Okay, so out of the 9 from the promos, who do you think had the best outfit out of everyone? See, I love Mohart. I thought
I was
hers
gonna say
was the best.
Everyone else was just like, I don't think anyone had like a killer like look.
See, I thought Pangina was very fashion with the head, like the wrap and everything coming down, like almost like chainmail in a way. I will say Jujubee's was the most basic outfit, and there I'm like, what is with these feathers?
I didn't like Jimbo's, but Jimbo I'm not a fan of.
Well, like, and Jimbo has like the giant breast to kind of
but like
keep
the hair,
I know.
the hair, go back to
that color and the boobs made her look even heavier than she was.
Oh, you know
but
what?
see how they photoshopped her waist to look even smaller?
I actually liked Blue Hydrangea, too.
Oh, yeah. Blue Hydrangea, I thought, had really nice.
Blue and Mo.
Yes, Blue and Mo. And I mean, Janet Jacquet's was nice, too, with all the rams.
I did not like Bag of Chips.
Oh, no. And then I was like, something's off. I think it's her makeup and stuff, and then the hair made her seem...
You would think that, like, these looks would be, like, ran by somebody before they bring them onto the TV show.
Or maybe they do, and this is just like, we want you to look this way.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Y'all are talking about it, so
yeah, exactly.
Worked.
And I'll say this, like, I love that Lemon still has her brand. And
Yellow,
and she's still working it. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't think anybody else has that on that, in that group.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's her thing. Like, so, good for her.
But also, I'm like, you could have brought back Divina De Campo and then kept the Frock Destroyers together.
Yes! Or, oh no, you can't bring the Vivian because she won.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for the winner's
another
circle.
red wig.
I'm waiting for like a winner's circle Drag Race. Like,
well, that's what we were hoping. I think that's what this was supposed to be, but like something
we were hoping
happened.
but
like all winners, where it's like all of the winners of all the seasons compete. That will be good.
But I don't think Bianca Del Rio would do that because she doesn't need to right now.
No, but
she's on tour with everybody talking about Jamie.
I wouldn't want to see her compete because I don't think she would last in today's Drag Race.
And if you haven't already, you might be too late by the time this episode comes out, but they're playing at the Amundsen Theater in LA, and we're going to go... Oh, no, this is going to be out when we go, because we're going February 5th to go see the show up in LA.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm so excited because we can see Bianca. Oh. Everybody's talking about Jamie at the Amundsen Theater.
Do you think they have a Spanish one and everyone's talking about Jaime?
Oh, boy.
Todo hablos.
I know. Everybody hablo about Jaime. I'm sorry to our Spanish-speaking audience.
No, lo siento.
Who's your trade pick for season 14?
So my top 4 pick for season 14 is going to be Angeria, because I love Angeria.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, bougie-ass bitch with her Angeria Paris Van Michael name.
But she's so, like, country, too. I'm like, I love it.
Well, I'm pretty sure they told her to, like, just lean into the country.
Oh, 100%.
Like, but I also love this, like, little love storyline between her and Lady Camden.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with Angeria. I'm going to go with Bosco. I got to go with my girl, Cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I feel like they're trying to push her really hard right now. Because if you look at the pictures here on the website, everybody has a solid background except for one person. And that's Willow Pill.
Huh.
So it makes her stand out from everybody else. And just because of all the attention RuPaul gives her right now, it's very reminiscent. You'll see it every season. She has that one queen that she always picks out that she gives a lot of attention to. But I will say, like, I think it's, after seeing her runway this week with the ball, I think it's very well deserved because she has
she did a good job.
Really thought out, because she didn't look repetitive.
Yeah.
Because she had all of those looks that were a little subdued, and then she came out in that full-on leopard print. So those are my top 4. I love Carrie, but I just don't think she's going to make it all the way. And I love Lady Camden, but
they're best supporting actors.
Right, they're going to be in the top 6.
And your trade?
Huh?
Who's your trade?
Oh God, I don't think any of them are like
Same. No,
trade.
we don't need them because we're the trade of season 14.
Okay, question. Maddie being straight, is that an excuse for not being as good at drag?
No,
No.
it shouldn't be, because
terribly.
she says she's been doing this for a while, and if she's been doing this for a while, she should know other drag queens, and they should help her. And the fact that her promo look is so strong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that even Alaska Thunderfuck has, like, decided to copy that when she's doing Race Chaser. Like, that says something.
But, like, her looks in the actual episode
are so basic, off the rack. Marshall's Ross dress for less.
Maybe she's gonna grow, hopefully.
I don't know about that. Like, because everything that she wears is enough for her not to tuck.
Huh.
Have you noticed that? Everything is like, nothing is form-fitting, nothing is tight, nothing's showing off a lot of skin. It's always about, like...
That's because...
Yeah, because Diabetti, was it Diabetti, or was it, who's her queen that she... Yeah, I think it's Diabetti that knows her, was like, she's got a lot,
she's got a lot to show America.
Got a lot to show America. So
I thought it was because she, like, needs to show her talent.
Yeah, her talent is she can do the helicopter.
I missed that one.
But I'm getting so we've gotten the third. Everybody's together now, so we can drop the whole she's straight storyline.
Yeah.
So because everybody knows now.
Yeah.
And Carrie was like, "You're straight." It's like.
Yeah, like, okay, cool, done. But, like, I think that it's funny because if you look at some of these, some of the Instagrams of the queens, it's like they're different on the season, 100%. Like, look at Maddie's Instagram and you're like, oh, these are great looks. But is it, like, because it's edited, because, like, someone composed you, because something else?
Or you had the time to do this.
Yeah.
And you had a team to help you get this look together.
Yeah.
So who are your top 4?
Cornbread.
Cornbread.
Yeah.
You want 4 servings of
With a
cornbread?
little bit of honey. 4 varieties of cornbread. Jalapeno cornbread, buttermilk cheddar cornbread, honey cornbread, and then just regular cornbread. No, I think so, like, Angeria and cornbread, and then maybe Willow will be in the top, but, like, I don't think that, like, Alyssa Hunter is just whatever right now. Bosco is probably good.
Bosco, I think, is good.
Yes.
And then who are your bottom 3?
Like, for right now?
Yeah.
Like,
who are your bottom 3 that you don't think are... Oh, I'm sorry. Who are the 3 that you hate?
Alyssa Hunter.
You really hate Alyssa?
really
I
does.
don't like her. I don't like Orion's story either. Go away.
Oh, I don't like Orion's story either.
And then Jasmine Kennedy. Like, we get it. Like, oh my God. This is my challenge. I'm here. I'm a dancer. I'm a star. But what are you?
You know what? I think it's like, I'm hoping,
and I don't like Deja Sky.
I don't like Deja
And like
Sky.
Diabetti.
I'm hoping that, Cornbread wins just because I think we need a big girl.
Yeah.
And I think she is very representative. I love how it's very focused on wanting to win, but she's not allowing it to overcome who she is.
Yeah.
And I think she's so cool. And when she got triggered this week, I was like, oh, sweetie. And it's like, I did like June Jambalaya, but I was like, you still got some time.
No, she was a good commentary, but like her drag sucked.
Yeah.
Like that jambalaya still got to cook.
That rice still got to cook a little bit more.
Well, maybe 2 years because that's all it lasts.
All right. Well, as you guys know, there's season 14 out right now, and then Drag Race UK versus the world. Don't forget about Untucked. There's a whole universe of Drag Race
It's like
out
the
there.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, but RuPaul's Drag Race universe.
Oh my god!
Like, are you?
I didn't even think about that.
RuPaul's universe. Are you? RuPaul? Are you? BBC. That's the conspiracy theory right there.
Okay.
RuPaul's chocolate RC. Like
RC Cola.
Oh my god! Because it's so bubbly and effervescent and kind of discounted.
Meaning it's cheap.
Yeah. Available at the dollar store.
All right. Oh my god. Well, all right, everyone. Have a great week.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.